China discovered the most shocking oil discovery in history. Numerous notable discoveries in deep oil and gas exploration and development have occurred in China in recent years. In today's video, we're going to tell you about how China discovered the most shocking oil discovery in history and its impact upon development. A Chinese oil company claims to have discovered the country's first deep gas field, with a resource of more than 50 billion cubic meters in the western South China Sea. China detected its first major deep-water deep-stratum gas field in the sea southeast of Hainan Province. Proved reserves over 50 billion cubic meters, indicating significant progress for the country in speeding deep-sea exploration, which will further assure national energy security. The gas field known as Baodao 211 produced the largest drilling breakthrough in the Songnan-Baodao area in more than 50 years, according to the China National Offshore Oil Corp, or CNOOC. The Baodao 211 gas field was discovered after drilling 5,188 meters into the seabed, 1,570 meters below the water's surface. A deep-water gas field is commonly defined as being more than 300 meters underwater, and a gas well as deep as 3,500 meters might be termed a deep well. The Baodao 211 gas field satisfies both standards and is classified as a deep field. Waters with a depth of more than 300 meters are commonly referred to as deep water, while wells with a depth of more than 3,000 meters are characterized as deep wells in the fields that are the goal of offshore oil and gas exploration. The Baodao 211 gas field is located in the deep sea southeast of Hainan Island, with a maximum operating depth of more than 1,500 meters and a finished well depth of more than 5,000 meters, and is subject to exceedingly complicated marine geological conditions, according to experts. The successful discovery of Baodao 211, according to Wu Keqiang, chief geologist of CNOOC Hainan, not only confirmed the exploration potential of the Baodao SAG, but also indicated that China has made an important breakthrough in deep-water drilling technology, which is critical for the exploration of similar formations. China's deep-sea and deep-earth exploration technology is world-class, and the discovery will not only further advance the development of related exploration technology, but also serve as a way for the country to showcase its advanced technology to the world. Lin Boqiang, director of the Center for Energy Economics Research at Xiamen University, mentioned lately. Lin went on to say that the newly discovered gas field will help China's energy security and meet its people's expanding energy needs in the face of rising global natural gas prices. According to CNOOC, the Baodao 211 field is around 150 kilometers from Deep Sea Number 1, China's independently built ultra-deepwater gas resource. Deep Sea Number 1 began operations on June 25, 2021, and has produced more than 2 billion cubic meters of natural gas, according to the Xinhua news agency. Hainan is the People's Republic of China's, or PRC, smallest and southernmost province, consisting of numerous islands in the South China Sea. Hainan Island, China's largest and most populous island, accounts for the great majority, 97%, of the province. The name translates as "south of the sea," referring to the island's location south of the Qingzhou Strait, which divides it from the Leizhou Peninsula and the Chinese mainland. Even with the uncertainty surrounding China's future political and economic situations, one thing is certain: regardless of the pace of economic development, China must handle its fast-expanding demand for natural energy and resources. This list will be topped by oil, though coal will continue to dominate China's energy mix, with oil accounting for just approximately 20 to 25% of total primary energy use. The availability of this strategic commodity will remain essential to China's security. Two factors should be emphasized in addition to the apparent reasons for its importance. For instance, for the near future, oil will be the only feasible primary fuel capable of meeting China's rising need for transportation and industry, the most rapidly growing area of energy consumption for all developing nations. Second, due to financial, ecological, and technological constraints, more modern energy production techniques, such as hydro and nuclear power, are likely to continue to play a minor role in China's energy mix. China became a net importer of oil in 1993, and most analysts predict that its imports will continue to rise in the coming decade. Whatever the eventual amounts are, these imports will have a substantial impact on the trajectories of global energy, commerce, and financial flows in the foreseeable future, with important security and foreign policy implications. CNOOC made the discovery during their fifth attempt to explore the Baodao SAG. The previous four attempts all failed. This discovery not only proved the potential of the Baodao SAG, Wu Keqiang, chief geologist at CNOOC's Hainan branch, told China Energy News, but also marked an important breakthrough in our exploring technologies. We have accelerated the pace to explore in deep waters, targeting the discovery of large and medium-sized oil and gas fields, said Zhao Jinhuai, CEO of the company. According to state media, China has begun work on the second phase of its first independently run ultra-deep sea gas field, which could be a major supplier of natural gas for the Greater Bay Area. The second phase of the Shanghai 1 project, located 200 kilometers off the coast of South China's Hainan Province, aims to drill 12 wells, increasing the block's peak annual output from 3 billion to 4.5 billion cubic meters, or 90% of Hainan's natural gas consumption in 2021, according to China's National Offshore Oil Corporation, CNOOC. The project will further promote the construction of a trillion cubic meter gas cluster in the South China Sea and make a greater contribution to the dual carbon transformation of the Guangdong-Hong-Kong-Macau Greater Bay Area and the Hainan Free Trade Port, said Wang Dongjin, chairman of the state-owned energy giant, according to Xinhua. The Wall Street Journal reported that CNOOC was allowing international corporations to bid on an unprecedented number of oil and gas blocks off the Chinese coast, indicating that the company wanted to increase its exploration of the South China Sea. CNOOC said that it would be competing on 33 offshore oil blocks, up from 25 last year. Yet, given the high exploration and development expenses, foreign corporations have shown little interest in bidding on these blocks to date. The increased number of blocks available for bidding may be in reaction to recent news that Vietnam and India have agreed to expand their cooperation on oil and gas production in the South China Sea. China has warned the Indian company involved, ONGC Videsh Limited, that such activities violate China's sovereignty. All signs point to an increased appetite for deep-water drilling within China. In addition to HYSY 981, China's first deep-water drilling rig, CNOOC has 3 more rigs of the same size in the works. The next such platform, the HYSY 982, is expected to be finished by 2016, according to the Wall Street Journal. China's growing interest in deep-water drilling reflects a convergence of 2 of the country's primary strategic interests: defending its claims to most of the South China Sea and lowering China's growing dependency on imported energy. Drilling for deep-water oil and gas reserves helps China demonstrate sovereignty over contested South China Sea territories, while also providing China with much-needed energy sources. The project faces a number of technical difficulties, including the depth of water, nearly 1,000 meters, as well as high temperature and high pressure, according to CNOOC. The depth of drilling, up to 5,000 meters, is significant by international standards, Zhao said. Should it become successful and commercially viable, the Chinese company stands a good chance of winning contracts of oil field servicing in other countries, Zhao said. Despite efforts to increase domestic supply, China remains heavily reliant on imported natural gas, both through pipelines and in liquefied form, with import dependency exceeding 40%, according to National Bureau of Statistics and General Administration of Customs data. The Shanghai 1 field is located within Chinese territorial seas and is not subject to dispute with other South China Sea surrounding countries. Based on known and probable reserves, the U.S. Energy Information Administration believes that the South China Sea contains 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. The majority of fields identified in the region are disputed and close to the shorelines of various nations. However, the region may have more hydrocarbons in unexplored areas, which are not currently deemed commercial reserves because it is uncertain how economically feasible it would be to extract them. That's all. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon to get more videos.